Hey, this is what Biggie and you watching.
Efner Entertainment.
Period.
Okay, just play off. All right, what is going on? Entertainment time coming to you with another recap. We talking Baddies East episode 12. Okay, so of course we start off with where we left off, where Sapphire is still trying to get at Smiley. Okay, Smiley's ducking and dodging behind security. Smiley's trying to jump over on balconies, trying to get away, and Sapphire is trying to get at her. So they finally end up getting into contact, and it was like a bear hug. Okay, Smiley's like. And Sapphire's just trying to, get her licks in while she can. And she's out here just grabbing and starts grabbing Smiley as much as she can while Smiley's grabbing her hair. So she has a good vice grip on Sapphire's hair. Suki notices this and tries to get in. Suki, you look like an angry gardening gnome. You should have stayed there and minded your business, to be honest, because it didn't look good, the fact that you were jumping into a fight that wasn't even a fight. Like, whoever said this in this episode, it was a scuffle. It wasn't a fight. Like, it wasn't really hits getting hit and thrown. It was a scuffle. So you jumped into a scuffle like a regular garden gnome. Because garden gnomes are usually angry. Okay, so you should have sat this one out, Suki. I really don't like this scene because it did look like a jumping type of situation. Smiley in this situation got jumped because it was two people on her at one time over something that still has nothing to do with them. So I kind of understand why they so mad at Mariah, because they all here doing dumb stuff for somebody that doesn't really, know them or too much care for them like that anyways. Okay? So DJ Sky and T arrive. T and DJ Sky look like a badass little sister, which is T, and a scared big sister, which is Sky. Sky walking out here like she knows she was going into trouble. You know, when you do some badass stuff and you got to go back home and you're finna get a whooping. That's how Sky looked. And T just looked like a badass little sister who, is getting brought home because she got suspended from school. Okay. So basically, first thing that happens is, E.T. ends up calling out to Siki after the whole fight with Sapphire and Smiley and says, "Oh yeah, who else got a problem?" E.T. is like, "Well, Tasiki, you mocked me and I didn't really like that, hurt my feelings." To be honest, the imitation of the mocker was hilarious. You was like, "I'll give you a hug right now. I'll give you a hug like right now. Like right now, I'll give you a hug. Like, you want a hug? Like, you want a hug? I'll give you a hug like right now." It was funny though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. It was. I'm sorry. Okay. And E.T. says she wants an apology. Girl, sit your ass down somewhere. You jumped her sister regardless. Whether you hit her or not first, still. You were still a part of a jumping situation. So she had the right to defend her sister at the time and make fun of you at the time because that's her sister. What Mariah Lynn said, my fucking sister. Okay, that's her sister. What do you mean, apology? But Tasiki's like, wait, what? She tries to explain to her and takes her purse. I said, hold this. But E.T. doesn't bust the move. Ah, interesting. I wish you had that same attitude for T. Because with T, you didn't even budge by the time you budged so quickly by the time T put her purse down. But when it came to Siki boost with the fire, your boost was stayed in place. They didn't move like it did with T. Interesting. And I know some people gonna be like, oh, well, T said, what's up? Listen, what's up and hold this for me in my dictionary means the same thing. Means I'm gonna whoop your ass, okay? So I don't care about that. On my style, like the South Central Baddies say. That's the same thing. So I don't want to hear that argument in the comments or anywhere else because that's purely cap, okay? So she ends up apologizing, hugging E.T. I'm sorry, that was weird to me. I'm sorry. It was giving a little fake. It was giving a little phony, okay? It was giving a little bit of fraud. It was giving Smiley. Let me stop. But no, like, I didn't like this too much. Not because they were getting along, but it's kind of like, I get you're mad at your sister. I get it. But I just, even if I was mad at my sibling, I'm not hugging it out because it's like, I don't like my sister. It's still fuck you, but it's still fuck you too. Like, maybe it's because I don't like a lot of people. So it's like, you feel me? Like, I just don't see me doing that. Like, I don't easily forgive. I will say that. Like, I'm trying to grow out. That's the toxic trait of mine. So it's like, I couldn't see myself doing that. And she gave her a hug and she put her. Tasiki is slick. She's testing ET body. You know my buddy? She tested her body by picking her up to see how much she weighs. She like, oh, this is a lightweight type of bitch. And then she dropped her down. ET, you should have swung at her for that in itself. She testing you. She trying to see what she working with there. I see what you're doing, Tasiki. That girl is slick. Y'all gotta watch Tasiki, okay? It's kind of like how Shannon did to Rocky and BGC 10 Atlanta when they met, and Shannon gave her a strong arm shake. You got to watch people like that. When you meet somebody and they give you a strong arm shake, that's basically giving you a cue like, don't fuck with me, bitch. That's what Tasiki basically kind of did. She picked her up like, you my daughter, okay? You my son, right? Now, Anamat confronts DJ Sky about hitting her. So she starts calling Anamat. She starts calling DJ Sky DJ. She's like, yeah, because, she's the DJ, the DJ. At this point, DJ Sky's just so over it. She's just over the ninja kicks. She's over defending herself. So she's just, accepting the insult. She's like, yeah, go DJ. That's my DJ. I'm the DJ. Yeah, I'm the DJ. Yeah, I'm the DJ. Yeah, I'm Thomas the Train. Choo choo. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I felt kind of bad. DJ Sky seems down. She seems watered all the way down. I felt so bad. She's just taking it all. So Anamat, she low-key, she hold DJ Sky in this scene. She's like, so like, you feel me? At the end of the day, I could slide off my finger because I got this cast on my finger and I could swing at you. So what you trying to do? DJ Sky ends up apologizing and making up. I say, damn. She had you fold, DJ Sky. I ain't gonna lie to you. But DJ Sky had slippers on. She looked like she was ready to fight. All right? She looked like she was ready to go to damn Coachella versus a Baddies East fight. So I didn't think that she was gonna swing or do anything. All right? So they get back to the house, and Anamat and Scotty start arguing because just about their situation. Natalie's like, so Scotty, don't you think you need to apologize to Anna? What's up? Scotty's like, why do I need to say sorry for? Huh? Anna's like, yeah, because like you was pressing me. You was talking about me. They start going back and forth. Natalie takes her out the room. Scotty's just like, yeah, you look like a chihuahua. And she was just like, you're the one who looks like a pet. They start going back and forth. And ends up going into the kitchen. So we got a little back and forth type of scene. By the way, this was one of the best edited episodes. Whoever's editing this episode, please keep them. They had dialogue. We had fights. Everything made sense. We have flashbacks. It's giving VH1. Props up to you. Finally. Okay? So we get a little bit of flashback scenes between Biggie and Roelly Poly. Okay? So Anamat and Scotty still arguing. And mind you, they're arguing about, stuff that we haven't seen because they had a little run-in in Miami or whatever. So Anna is like, it started in Miami. We should have had cameras in Miami. I'm out here in Miami, okay? I was looking for the sugar daddies. They call him Lemmy. Let me stop, all right? So they start going back and forth. And then Scotty decides to get props. So she starts getting dog food, kibble bites, and she's like, open your mouth. Not gonna lie, Anamat ate you up, Scotty. She says, you're the one that's a lap dog in Natalie's lap. Okay? And then we get a flash to Biggie and Roelly. They start going at each other. So Roelly's just like, oh, Biggie calls Roelly out. She's like, oh, like, why don't you like me, nigga? Like, I still don't get the pressure. Like, what's up? Roelly's like, well, because, Baddies West, you kept, picking on Stunner and you kept trying to do your big on you and let it go. And then you were trying to be a duo. No. I don't think it's that. Because after that, y'all was cool. Next thing you know, you show before the reunion, all of a sudden, you were just Also mad. And my whole thing is, why you keep defending this whole Stunner thing when Stunner don't like none of y'all bitches. Stunner don't like none of y'all. She don't even like the network. So her name shouldn't even be brought up. So that Stunner argument missed me with that. That's what y'all could do. I'm sorry. Okay, I really feel like Roly Poly is insecure, and she saw Biggie come around, and this was a girl with a big personality. Okay, and I think she was sort of scared that the audience would kind of attract to her. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the audience last season either loved her or hated her. It was one or the other. Most of it was a lot of hate, but there was some of her loyal Dominicana fans. Okay, so I think that's what it was. I don't think Roly likes competition. I really don't think she likes competition at all. I think she's kind of scared of that. That's why a lot of the girls that you see that she got into it with, some of them have been big girls. We got Wop Wop, okay, and a couple others. I think that's what it is. She don't want another big girl to take her spot. But like Biggie said, you mad that there's another fat bitch that look better than you that's gonna come and take your spot, nigga? I'm like, yes, Biggie, you better own your weight. Unlike Roly. Okay? I'm telling you, that's the difference between Biggie and Roly. Biggie can acknowledge that she's a big girl and be okay with it. Roly cannot. That's the difference. That's why I respect Biggie. Okay? She'll call her own self fat before you get a chance to. I'm just saying, okay? So Roly starts poking at her. She's like, ballin'. And Sky joins in. She's like, ballin'. See, Roly, let me tell you something. Biggie, you should have hit her back with all I do it. You should have been like, all I do it. Like, you should have did another song to really get back at her instead of, getting all emotional in your feelings. All right? Sky, you were trying to be funny. And I'm glad Biggie checked you. You were trying to be funny. You didn't have to join in the ballin'. You didn't have to join in on that. Now, when it comes to Roly saying that Biggie was trying to be a duo, do I think she was trying to be best friends with her? Yes. But do I think she said those exact words? Let's be a duo, okay? WWE, WrestleMania, nigga. I don't think she said those words now. Like, let's not try to make it seem like this is Big Brother, like a duo. Let's make an alliance. Like, no. She probably said, let's be best friends and stuff like that. Let's two big girls take over or whatever, right? Do I think that probably happened? Yeah. But I think it's because she was such a big fan of Roly. That's why you can't be fanning too many bitches or niggas. Because they got a big old head. Oh, you give a bitch their props, they take the prop and hit you over the head with it. Like, that's why I'm telling you, I give people their compliments, but you bigger one too much, they go, oh, remember you was that, and you was that. Like, that's exactly what's happening to Biggie, because you came in here like, we're going to do it for the big girls, nigga. I respect you, nigga. Yeah, I love you, nigga. And you was doing all of that, and I was coming to bite you in the back. But I love you some bigs, okay? So now I feel like it's lesson learned from her. She knows better, okay? Roly was so happy to feel important. She's like, you're not going to come on the jet, though. You're not going to come on the jet. Yeah, she's trying to get Sky and Camilla talking about, we trying to get y'all on the jet. Who died and made you the pilot, okay? And Biggie, the Max cannot support two big girls, okay? So we could only have one abort, okay? Aborting, only one. Sorry, Biggs. You lucked out. Hopefully, Roly's not back next season and you can get on the PJ. Now, Jay, okay? Biggie was getting so mad, and I'm happy she was defending herself, and I hated how people were getting mad that she was speaking up for herself, because she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she didn't speak up for herself, y'all would say she got punked. If she does, she's annoying. So I'd rather be annoying than get punked out. So she's speaking up for herself. She's like, it's still, a big Dominicana nation over here, nigga. Yeah. So she was getting really, really mad. She was getting really, really mad. Roly's making fun of her. And then next thing you know, we get an entrance from Clifford the Big Red Dog. Y'all like, Clifford? I said, wow, Baddies is inviting pets now. Enters Clifford. Clifford gets up, red and all, and gets into Biggie's face. See, you should have bought Biggie. You should have borrowed some of Scotty's kibble bites that she was throwing at Anamat, and you should have got some and threw some into ET's mouth, because that's Clifford the Big Red Dog. All you needed was a couple bones. All right, so she gets into Biggie's face. Roly has to control the Big Red Dog and pull ET away from her. That's how you know she was doing the most, when Roelly's pulling you away from her face. You had nothing to do with the conversation. I get you had a headache or whatever you claim is you was annoyed. You could have easily walked away. You wasn't even needed in this scene. And I thought it was gonna jump her, to be honest, because the way that she was standing. Y'all lucky Biggie's a certain type of bitch, because other girls, they would have popped, they would have hit one of y'all. Y'all remember when Drita got jumped on Mob Wives? When Karen and when Ramona and Karen was in front of her, and then she was like, "What's going on?" And then she swung at Karen because she thought she was going to get jumped. I thought Biggie was this close to doing that, because some girls don't react to that. You can't be two girls standing in front of you. You getting jumped. Some girls, that's a trigger. So, thank God Biggie didn't react like that. So they start getting into whatever. Roelly starts walking up the stairs. She's like, ha, ha, ha. Biggie's like, yo, I'm the newest fat bitch and I'm cuter, nigga. Okay? That's on my soul, nigga. Well, let's do it, nigga. So she's walking up the stairs. Biggie still popping her stuff. I'm glad Biggie called out Natalie, because Natalie, you were too biased this season. And especially this episode, we saw Natalie's true colors. That green was not also in her head. It was in her, okay? Green with envy, right? So I'm glad she called her out on that, right? It's the next day, and Smiley FaceTimes Natalie, all right? Smiley's like, hey, I want my chain back. I'm trying to get my chain back. Where's my chain? Okay? Now, Mariah, why was you dressed up like you was going to the WAP video? There's hoes in this house. There's hoes. What am I begging for? There's hoes in this house. Okay? You was dressed like the WAP music video. Did Cardi give you that? Did she lend it to you? She looked good though, I ain't gonna cap, but it was giving WAP. Okay? Mariah says to Smiley, oh, you want your chain back? You gotta get it from my sister. Okay, it's sister. You gotta get it from my sister. Okay? Now hang up on her, Natalie. Hang up on her. So I'm like, this is so like high school. It was giving very much MTV Made. Okay, I was like, this is so high school. This is so the real world. So she tries to get Natalie to hang up on her, and she ends up hanging up on her. I don't know why Smiley wants her chain back and is acting all sad and down that she got her chain snatched when you snatched your girl chain first. Come on, Smiley. Don't do that. To be honest, Smiley, you need to show up at the reunion with a chain dress, okay? I would have had a dangling chain dress at the reunion and be like, I brought some chains for you guys. That's some awesome iconic BGC moment type shit. You feel me? That's how it would have came up in that reunion. Because you shouldn't wear fabric because they're going to snatch it off of you. You got a lot of fades you got to run, buddy girl, okay? So how's B links up? Sky, Anamat, Tasiki, and T shows up. Here's the thing with T. I'm low-key mad at her because I feel like she robbed a girl from this experience. Although I like T and I feel like I still stand on how I felt in the beginning of the season, I feel like her being there kind of robbed a girl from having that experience because she still isn't with the girls. You could kind of tell she films the scenes with the girls and goes to her home. So it's like, or goes to her own separate home. So it's like, it's kind of not fair in the grand scheme of things, to be honest. But the fact that Lemmy Pepper's letting it slide, he must like the girl, okay? Anyways, all right, so they get together, they start catching up, and T wants to know the T, okay? T was giving, Christina Aguilera in that Dirty Music video. Okay, T said, ooh, I like that. I need that to turn me on. Take me to your best friend home. Something. I like that. Let me try to fuck me. I said, no, I need that money to turn me on. And then I took his money and gone. Okay. She was giving Christina dirty realness. Ooh, nasty. Okay. I like that confession look. I ain't gonna lie. She ate with that. They're like. Okay, so they start talking about Smiley, and Child Tasiki the song Smiley so hard because Sky was like, they were like, who's the closest to Smiley? And then Sky was like, Tasiki. Tasiki's like, don't put her on me. I said, damn, like they act like Smiley got the plague or she got COVID. I'm like, damn, like don't nobody want to just be Smiley friend. Like I want to be your friend, Smiley, so you could teach me a couple things, if you know what I mean. I'm just like, so they start talking about Scotty and stuff like that. And this is funny because you could kind of tell how Tasiki now, how she wants to eat Smiley. She was kind of, leaning and plotting on it in the beginning. Tell y'all, watch Tasiki. She's a slick girl. All right. They start talking about Scotty and how her and Anamat should, screw. And I agree. And it should be with a third party. Y'all know who. Let me stop. But here's the thing. Y'all gonna now stop and y'all gonna stop calling Scotty ugly. Like, y'all can say what y'all want about her, but let's not lie. Scotty's not ugly. We're not gonna do that. Visually, Scotty is a baddie. I know the collective doesn't like Scotty, but like, no. Because they were like, ew, like, she might not be your type, but she's not a horror to look to look at. All right, so let's not do that. So Smiley sits with Camila and Biggie, and this scene was so funny. Camila didn't come as Camila this scene. She came as Mila, okay, from Long Beach, okay? We had an appearance of Mila from Long Beach 2 times this past month when her baby daddy was acting up and when Roelly Poly said that she got a kangaroo pouch. So Mila came in this scene, and Camila was just like, you know what, Smiley, like, you need to stand up for yourself. Like, that was crazy how you wasn't really fighting back. And, like, it makes me look at you crazy. Like, you need to have that same energy. Like, it's making me think that you a fraud. You already tell me that you scam. I said, ooh. Smiley says, I don't scam. Listen, Smiley, we know you get to the jouet. Do you got the jouet? I want the jouet. If y'all don't know what a jouet is, it's a Haitian and a French Creole term for, somebody who has the play. I ain't going to go down any further in that because it's all alleged. But we know down here in South Florida, Smiley, you get to the jouet. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just you got a little bit too comfortable and you let all these other girls know that you get to the jouet. Do you got the jouet? I got the jouet. Okay? It's okay. I want to learn the jouet so I can start working. How about that, Smiley? Hit a nigga up, right? So... I don't know about that. Oh, that's Smiley. Let's not sit here and count. Camila asked Biggie, she needs to stop being all rah-rah and kind of, have respect because, Sky, whatever, she's to be respected. I'm happy Biggie stood up for herself. Sky, you was trying to be funny. And I like Sky, but she was trying to be funny. Like, Smiley, I guess, during this whole conversation, wanted Camila back. But Mila kept talking. So she said, oh, she put her head back, kind of like, oh, this bitch won't stop talking. Camila said, why you put your head back like that? Listen, Camila clocks Smiley's teeth so hard. Camila was 2 seconds from clocking her. She was like, okay, put your head back, bitch. Let me keep talking to Biggie, stupid hoe. Pop you on your I was like, Camila from BGC8 is slowly but surely coming out. Like, we're seeing glimpses of her every episode. This episode, we saw a huge glimpse. So Sapphire, ET, and Roelly sit down. Sapphire, you guys, is a pirate. Okay, so she comes in like, mighty, because she only got like 2 fingers left. Because she done injured half of her hand trying to fight Smiley big ass. I'm like, that's what you get, girl. Because you already punked her before. Fighting her now that was kind of pointless, right? We find out Suki was, booking shows, so she's not there for this, episode or whatever. Shout out to Suki. Like, that girl get into the bag. All right? And E.T. was like, oh, she basically confronted Biggie because she was making her head hurt. Girl, take a Tylenol, an Advil, a perk. Smiley probably has some. Something. But you getting into her face like that, you was doing the most. You was doing the absolute most, to be honest, okay? And E.T., come here. Boost with the fire. Did you give Roelly those shorts? Because those shorts in that scene look oddly familiar, okay? Those coochie cutters, or as I call them, the butt splitters, they look oddly familiar to the ones that Roelly Poly had on the last episode. Let me find out that you let Roelly borrow those shorts and you let her ass squeeze her butt up in them shorts so that way she could serve a little bit of ass. Because I peeped. Y'all know I peeped. I'm just saying, let us know, ET. So they're on the way to the event, and apparently Smiley kept blowing up Natalie's phone. Natalie's so dramatic. Smiley probably called her once, and she's acting like she's called her so much. She's like, oh, Smiley keeps calling me. So she picks up the phone. Mind you, I guess they're playing some loud swap shop music in the background. They thought that noodle. Okay, you know it was Biggie's music. They playing the music in the background or whatever. Next thing you know, Natalie couldn't hear, so she's like, "Can you shut the music down? Like now, like now." So they tell her to turn down the music. Apparently, Smiley was trying to ask Natalie what's up because she was in hoodies. Not gonna lie, you could tell the producers probably told her, put her on game, like, hey, you know, Mariah's sister coming to beat your ass, or like, you know, dress accordingly. I wasn't mad at Smiley. She did the right thing. Better be prepared than not. Okay. So she's telling the girl, she's like, yeah, we're gonna all have fun, okay? Yeah. And she kind of lets them know, you know, what they finna be doing. She hangs up. She's like, you stupid bitches. Here's the thing. Natalie, that hairstyle, you know, that's the hairstyle that, you know, was her villainous character. She turned into the evil girl off of Kim Possible because that's how she was feeling. This is the same night that she said, you know who's in my DMs? Nicki Minaj. And then who else is in my DMs? Cardi B. And you want to know who else? Glorilla. And then you know what they're saying? Drop that baddie shit. Okay? I said, ooh, Natalie was feeling herself that day.
Hi, Jocelyn. I love you. Yeah, Shade Room. Hi, it's me, Natalie. So check this out. Besides the fact that Nikki's in my DM right now, so the fuck is Cardi too. And guess who else? And guess what they say every Sunday? Natalie, drop that baddie shit. I can't lie to y'all. I'll put my phone up right now. Every single one of the baddest bitches in the game is watching Zeus Network every fucking Sunday for fucking baddies, bitch. Hi, Jocelyn. I love you.
Okay, I said, you better come through, evil Disney character. Listen, Natalie's a character. If you get mad at her, it's on you. I'm sorry. I used to be the one, you know, getting on my feelings about her, but it's like, you know, you get what you get with Natalie. It's a character, okay? They get to the Baddie Blunts event. They start throwing T-shirts and stuff. And they get inside, and, you know, Scotty's feeling bold. So she's just like, fuck them other baddies. She hops on the mic. She's talking stuff. I'm like, well, the other baddies in the room when you said that, Scotty, because you said it a little bit bold, and I didn't see none of them react to it. All right. Anyway, Smiley came very prepared, rightfully so, in my opinion. And here's the thing. E.T., I'm going to have to ask you again. Boost with the fire. Can you guys feed E.T. lines in her confessionals? Because it's awkward. Oh, it's hard to watch. Oh, because she's like, it's a baddies event, not baddie fight. It was something like cringy, and I'm like, she was better off being like, it's a baddie event, not baddie bums. Like something a little bit more cunty. Like it was like, producers just feed lines. Yeah, I'm not even into girls getting fed lines to say in their confessionals, but it's like some girls need it more than others. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So they're on the way to the next booking, which is like the actual club that y'all saw Natalie go off on. And I guess Natalie felt that the girls was funky and musky, okay? She caught a whiff of somebody getting on the bus, and she's like, you girls are musty. Here's some deodorant. Put it on. So all the girls are spraying Mary Kay, okay? They putting on Chanel, Coco Chanel, all over their bodies because Natalie doesn't want to be around a bunch of musky bitches, okay? Natalie's like, you guys better not be acting up those other girls or else I'm going to be pissed. And I'm like, Natalie, you know what's going into this scene. Let's not act delusional here. We know what we're getting ourselves into with all of this. So, you know, not too much because my sister's coming. Now, they get to the club. They're all having fun. Smiley looked good, by the way. Smiley, somebody said it when they called it. Every time I see Smiley, she look different. One day she look like a Puerto Rican woman. One day she look a little bit mixed. One day she looks like a redhead white woman. And then one day she looks like, you know, a Cuban. I'm like, this girl, do you, just how you hit the jouet, you got to change your look so that way you don't get caught up doing the jouet? Because you look different, right? So they get to the club or whatever, And I guess some guy was being rude to Scarface. So this was outside before getting into the club. And the guy was like, "Oh, Team Team Biggie, okay? You know who I am?" Apparently, the guy was asking E.T., "Do you know who the F I am?" and call her a B. I don't believe E.T. I feel like she capped. Something about that scene was giving heavy cappery. Heavy cappery. I don't know what it was, but something about it, Ray Cap. And from what we seen in that scene, the guy didn't look like he hit her on purpose. It looked like it was an accident, just from what I seen. And the way Biggie was looking at him, that's a fan. It didn't seem like, oh, that's my homeboy. So you think that she sent a nigga to hit you? Like, E.T. is just scraping for storylines at this point. I'm like, girl, if you don't sit your butt down somewhere, I know something. Because the way Biggie even reacted to him, she was like, oh, hey, you Team Biggie. I don't get it. Like, no, E.T., like, no. You're going to have to come better, babe. Like, no. Next thing you know, and also, if he did call her a bitch, she would have snapped right then and there. She didn't. We would have seen that. She would have been like, who you talking to? Like, it would have been a whole melee. And we didn't see none of that. So, I don't believe E.T. They get to the club, they turn it up, and Mariah Lynn brings her sister. Her name is Victoria, but she looks like Giselle de Blanco, okay? The widow. No shade. Like, now I kind of see why they didn't cast her. Sorry, Mariah. She looks old. Sorry. And that was pretty much it, okay? Let me know what you guys think down below about this episode. And we're out, babies.
No personal thing.